And away from the by-election, the federal government has taken its project inspection and citizen engagement drive to Southeast, beginning with Enugu and Ebonyi State. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, led the delegation, assuring that President Bola Tinubu's development agenda cut across all regions of the country. Miriam Muhammad reports.
It was a strong show of federal presence as the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, arrived in Enugu with a team of top government officials. From flyovers to cancer centers and road projects, the visit was a part of President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda aimed at inclusive development nationwide.
We are seeing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in action in Enugu State. The removal of fuel subsidy, which is the single most important policy pronouncement that has ever happened in this country in the last 4 decades. Of course, when it happened, naturally, there was skepticism, some cynicism, some apprehension, some anxiety, some fear, and the thinking that Nigeria is perhaps going in the wrong direction. But 2 years down the line, Your Excellency, as we can see, not only has the fuel subsidy removal freed up resources for the federal government and the subnationals.
Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State thanked President Tinubu for the ongoing federal projects and appointment in the Southeast.
We also had the opportunity to commission some landmark projects in Enugu State. But those projects would not have been possible but for some of the bold initiative and bold decision the President took. You just mentioned one, the removal of fuel subsidies, but also the removal of the arbitrage in the exchange rates.
The delegation also inspected a world-class oncology center, a digital security hub, and a major highway linking Enugu, Ebonyi, and Cross River.
The thing is that when Mr. President has been talking about renewed hope, we find that it's not just a slogan, it's real. And we have seen it in those facilities that we have examined. And I think Nigerians are happy. We are happy to see them in practice, and the people using them are also happy. So thank you very much. And we want to thank Mr. President for all those things being done all over the country.
In Ebonyi State, the team toured the Enugu-Abakaliki Ogoja Road and other key projects.
We are queuing into the vision of our president, which is to promote the local content. We are indigenous contractors, so we represent the indigenous contractor. If we prove ourselves well, it will give more advantage to all the indigenous contractors. So we can't afford to fail in this project.
The governor of Ebonyi State called for patience among Nigerians. He also called for stricter regulation of social media to combat fake news.
So we need, one, to get our youth involved in practical agriculture. Social media, because why I'm trying to talk about this is because you're here, sir. We are not trying to control our youth, but we are trying to protect our youth. When we put some restrictions in our social media activities, and we need it in this nation for us to develop.
On the final leg of the tour, the delegation met with the Minister of Works, David Umahi, who confirmed fresh presidential approvals for major bridges and infrastructure worth over 16 billion naira across the 6 geopolitical zones.
Reconstruction of the Mokwa Bridge, as requested by the Honorable Minister, he graciously approved, because of him. And also he requested himself and NSA the reconstruction of the washed away, 5-span bridge of Wukari in Taraba State.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation commended the President for all these projects in the Southeast and across the country.
Mr. President graciously approved that bridge. It means a lot for the people of my state. 16.7 billion to reconstruct that 10-span. It's a 10-span bridge. We want to thank Mr. President, and I feel really very honored.
With Enugu and Ebonyi states serving as focal points, the federal government insists its southeast tour proves that development remains the true language of engagements.